Here's your guy, Mark my words, man. Getting some more of this early light, getting up with the birds. You dig? Today, I'm gonna give you three ways you can change up your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle a bit to keep yourself from going through these plateaus that we go through in health and fitness. If you are somebody that's currently in a journey, or if you've been on your journey for years, you know that you go through plateaus. Times that you just get a little bored with your workout routine, your cardiovascular training, or even your healthy eating lifestyle. And sometimes you need some quick change-ups. So, one of the things I do, I change the scenery, okay? I change the scenery as far as my workouts are concerned now. Normally, wherever you are, you can either work out inside or outside. So if you're working out inside and you're just kind of getting tired, seems like you use the same machines all the time, which has you performing the same routine. A lot of times we do the same machines or same exercises in the same order for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we get bored. I like to change my scenery. So I'll start working out outside, or I will go to a different gym, okay? You don't have to stay at the gym that you're at. And it's okay. The people won't miss you that much, because when you come back in 6 weeks, most of them will still be there. You understand? So changing the scenery anytime we change scenery, it makes us more aware of our surroundings because it's unfamiliar territory to us. So then also, the placement of the machines in the gym will be different. The people that frequent the gym will be different. So what you find yourself doing is coming up with a slightly different method of how you use machines, slightly different order. And to me, it changes your RAS, which is your reticular activation system. And that just means whatever you're focused on, whatever you see, you will focus on. So that will change up what you're focused on when you come in the gym, all right? Also, one of the things I do is I change my calorie intake when I change my routine or change my surroundings. So now this isn't, bro, I ain't talking about going from heavy protein all the time to now I'm just consuming a gang of carbs. Normally the macros stay the same. Now, they can be switched, but I'm just letting you know what I do. Normally the macros stay about the same. The percentage stays the same, okay? But I will change from maintenance to high calorie, let's just say. Just 300 to 500 grams of let me get my words together for you. 300 to 500 calories more per day, okay? So that might mean, just for me, a couple more pieces of fruit, half a protein bowl, maybe a protein shake and a piece of fruit. And so obviously, as you increase your calories, you may bump up a pound or two, but if your macros are in line with what you've been doing on maintenance, you'll stay the same. So that just means, guys, if you're eating a high protein diet, you want to make sure that if you increase your calories, you stay in line with the high protein. So just increase your calories, and that just means a little bit more of what you've already been eating, okay? But that change up and change of scenery combined with each other, well, again, have your focus a tiny bit different, and it'll just give you a nice change up. By the time you get used to it, you'll be getting into a different phase. Now, thirdly, what I will do is change up my workout, all right? So if right now I'm in a maintenance phase with my calories, I'm at the normal gym I'm at, for the most part, if I'm at my normal gym that I go to every day, and let's just say I do full body workouts twice a week, 12 reps each set, okay? I'll change it up. I'll go heavier on the weights. So instead of using 100 pounds on the bench press, I'll go up to using 135 each time, but I will go down on my reps. So 6 reps each, 3 sets. I may do different exercises as well. But even if you stay on the same exercise routine, when you cut your rep range in half, that means going from 12 to 6, you increase the weight. What I find for myself is that I actually have to incorporate, I feel like I incorporate different muscles. Same muscle group, but it just seems like my body has to adjust to the heavier weight. You know, I think honestly your brain has to send different signals to those muscle groups to channel the energy to move that weight. Because if you're used to a different weight, whether it be smaller or larger, it just takes a different, to me, different mindset to move that weight, for lack of better terms. So, change your scenery, change your gym, change your workout, and that might be rep range, or that might be throwing in a couple different exercises that you hadn't been doing before. And you can either increase or decrease your calories. Again, 300 to 500, and just try for 6 weeks. And so that will keep you from getting too bored, for becoming complacent in your workout, for having those periods of time when, because you are going to have plateaus. You can't, I don't know if there's too much you can do about having plateaus. And when I say plateaus, that just means you don't see any change, any current change. You may not feel like you're running your mile any faster, or that you're able to increase your numbers on exercises that you're performing. But that will keep you from getting bored. That will keep you from becoming too complacent with your workout. And you'll find yourself continuing to be motivated throughout those periods of time. All right? Hope this was helpful. Teach your guy, mark my words.